welcome back to DuckSport. In this week's video we're getting the engine back in the bay. So as you saw at the end of the last video, we'd got the engine bay finished being painted, clear coated, looking really smart. So far today then, what I've been doing is removing all the bits of tape and stuff that were masking stuff off in the bay, as well as getting some various brackets and so forth painted up black, ready to go back in. And there you go, that is how the bay is looking. Obviously the lighting's a little bit dark in here. If I give you a close, you can see it's that lovely mica red colour. I think all the fittings and everything looking really good. And I've got my host of brackets, fuel rail, strut brace, steering shaft, all currently just drying, being painted black. As soon as those things are dry, they'll be ready to go back in. But right now I am still waiting for everything to dry, because this is just after I finished off that last video. So I'll cut some time lapse now of me fitting stuff back into the bay. Steering shaft back in. And the charge cooler bracket back in. And the brake T bracket back in. That needed some tweaking. I need to touch up the paint, but good bit is, even with that, the wideband plug still fits beautifully. One horn. Definitely didn't have to re-drill the hole after I filled it. So that's all the little bits, brackets and so forth back in. And got the coil pack up there, as well as the brake lines. So the next thing now is actually chucking the engine in. Okay, I've got the engine all strapped back up to the hoist, ready to go back in. Just remembered, somebody asked what the green earthing wire tape was. So very simply, it's just to hold this bit in. And that is the end of my old prop shaft, which was to stop all the oil leaking out as I moved the gearbox and stuff around. So I've still got a full load of oil in the gearbox, which is basically brand new. Happy days. Sir, can I have a hand? Pinto Turbo back in the engine bay, and only one little scuff just there. I can live with that. My wife doesn't want to be in any more shots, but she's a superstar. So we're doing so much work today and so much recording, I've actually filled an SD card. It's the first time I've ever done that on this series. So it's cut off partway through that last clip, and I'm not sure yet where it cut off because I haven't checked, but I'll show you now quickly an update on where the car's at. So most of the bits are now back on the car. Got the charge cooler in, the oil cooler, the washer bottle, strut brace, which I've painted black and I think looks mint. So just going to carry on putting a few bits back together on the car, and I'll give you a shot of what it looks like all back together. And so that's everything I've got here other than the front panels now back on the car. I love how this colour's come out. I wish you could see it better on camera. So I think I'm going to leave it there for this week's video. As always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notifications on when the future videos come out. Next time, I'll get the rest of the front end bodywork on. Beyond that, who knows right now. Thanks for watching.